What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another fresh commentary. Now guys, Elden Ring, a game that just came out not too long ago, has been blowing up with over 369,000 players right now as we speak, nearly about to beat CSGO and become the most played game on Steam ever. And the reason for that is I think many people are crazy addicted to this game. I mean, you do die a lot and that just makes you want to play the game over and over again. Each time you die, you just learn something new and that just makes you want to keep on going. And the game is open world, so there's a bunch of stuff to explore. And graphic wise, it's beautiful. The customization is awesome too, like you can mix and match a bunch of different sets. Like I've seen some people make some pretty crazy characters in the character customization options like Thanos, Giga Chad, and much more. So it's a pretty fantastic game right now, probably the best thing you can play right now. But guess what? Everyone wants an easy mode in Elden Ring. And that's kind of a problem, kind of not. It's a pretty touchy topic ever since Dark Souls came out. It's been almost not even a month now since Elden Ring first came out, and players have actually been complaining about the difficulty in the game. Truth is, people think it's a fun game, but the difficulty is making it less fun. Like, there are so many people raging their butts off right now, slamming their PS5 controllers, destroying their keyboards, and refunding the game after just a few hours of playtime. Just because they can't stand how difficult this game is, and they think that the devs are supporting such a small niche of a game by just not releasing an easy mode, which is wrong. I mean, it's not a niche, it's become so mainstream now. Other studios may even make their own versions of Elden Ring, because this is becoming way too popular to even pull away from. But people don't like how hard the game is, they're whining and complaining, so much so that it sparked a little community around the idea for an easy mode mod for the game. And then that whole easy mode concept caused another community to rise, which made a mod that makes the game even more difficult, to sort of protest against those group of players who want to make the game easier for people. And honestly, I agree with the group of people who made a mod to make the game harder, because although this may be everyone's first Souls type game, they gotta stay true to the tradition, man. Like, come on, if the game is hard, then just get better. It's just that simple. I've been seeing the phrase "get good" being passed around so much lately because of this game, and it's hilarious. Like, just grind, put in the work, and eventually you'll stop losing. That's just how games work, and I feel like people have been forgetting about that. Like, nowadays, that classic gaming rule is fading away. It seems like in this new generation of gaming, people, even the devs, cater to the casual players a bit too much, and people complain and whine far too much as well. If a game's hard, they'll just take to Twitter to complain about how this needs to be fixed and nerfed, and how the devs need to fix that, and I really can't stand it anymore. Elden Ring is one of those last games that if a game is hard, that's not gonna change just because people are complaining. That's just the way you're supposed to play the game. So if you don't like it, then don't play it, and don't ruin it for everyone else just because you're not having a good time on the game. I literally feel like compared to back then when gaming was blowing up in the early 2000s, nobody complained about how hard games were. If it were difficult, they would just try harder, game harder, and then they'll just adapt to the game's difficulty. But not in this generation, because they're used to the fact that if they so much as complain so much on the internet about how hard a game is, the devs will go out of their way to make the game easier for them, because they're scared that they'll lose that player base, or people will cancel their game, and it's sad. Don't believe me? This is gonna be a terrible comparison, but Fortnite. When Fortnite started blowing up, there were already people who played the game far better than any one of those streamers who recently hopped on the game. And what did they do? Complain on stream or take to social media to go out of their way to contact the developers for the game to remove, nerf, and fix things that fits their gameplay.
Here, I'm just gonna let it out emotionally, okay? I just need you to listen. I just need to vent a little bit. Give me health on kill. Give me mat on kill. This game is so unbelievably bad without it. It blows my mind. The only reason I'm enjoying this right now is because it's random duos and it's funny. But good, oh my gosh. I kill 5 people and I've no mats. I have no mats. I have no health. I have nothing.
And eventually that happened so much to the point where the entire skill gap in Fortnite just completely disappeared. Double pump got removed, golden scar nerfs, turbo building, the little clear boxes when you edit got filled in for the crybaby players who didn't know how to edit at the time, and the list just goes on. Everything that made Fortnite so interesting and made the mechanics so difficult in the game at the time were completely gone, to the point where even a bot could start hopping in the game and get loads of wins that easy. Wins became less memorable, less important, people stopped enjoying the game, and it became soulless and like run by babies now. And this game is just a clear example of why people nowadays complain online about how hard a game is, because they know the devs are going to be scared of losing their players and have to change up the game to fit their needs. And that's why so many people are complaining about Elden Ring right now, because they feel like if they complain enough about the difficulty, they'll finally release an easy mode. And notice how it's a lot of new players. The people who play Dark Souls are used to it, man. Like, they don't even care. They just adapt and that's it, move on. But when I grew up, if a game was hard, I didn't even type a 50-page essay and email it to the devs begging for a game change. I tried my hardest to learn from my mistakes, do better, and overall just deal with it. And if someone was better at me in a multiplayer game like Halo or COD, I would literally add them and be amazed by their skill and learn from everything they do. But no, players just don't do that anymore. And if they do, it's really rare. They'll do what they're doing right now and complain as much as they can, go out of their way to contact the devs and pressure them to fix the game like they want it to be and make an easy mode. But like, why, bro? That would just ruin the whole theme of the entire game. The thing that makes Elden Ring or any Dark Souls game out there so great is how hard the game is. The fact that it's so challenging and we don't have much games like that anymore is what makes it so perfect. Like, it just makes you want to keep going and get through that boss that not so many people have beat, and cry together as a community about how hard some parts of the game are and which enemies are the absolute worst, and give some tips on sets and stuff. And I think that's just what makes Elden Ring so perfect, and that's why it's doing so well right now, and why it's so bothersome to a lot of people that these new players who never played a Souls game or any difficult game in their life are begging the community for an easy mode mod, because they tried begging the devs to make lower difficulties and they said no, because like I said, that would just ruin what the game is all about. And I find it funny how in response to the easy mode mod being made, a group of people actually made a mod to make the game harder than it already is, to show like the normal difficulty of the game is tolerable, and they're just being big babies. So yeah, I just want to speak on this because like other people, I don't know, this just gets me upset, because nowadays everyone just complains on how hard games are, but in the end the difficulty in a game is what makes it so rewarding when you beat a level or get better. That's what it's all about, and we don't really have games like Elden Ring anymore, and that sucks. So don't try to change it. If all games were easy, then it would just be no point of playing the game. If there's absolutely no challenge, then it's just gonna get boring. So let's just enjoy this while we can, because it's gonna be a while before we can get our hands on another Souls related game. Although I kinda don't think so, because other studios are like peeking at how well this game is doing, and a lot of them want to adapt the RPG theme, because Elden Ring has been doing so damn good lately. People love how challenging this game is, and I think people are just getting tired of FPS games, and this is nice refresher. Just take a look at everything that's been becoming popular, like Lost Ark, New World, and more. People want more RPGs now. But yeah, I'll go more into that in a future video, so stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. I post videos every other day at 4 PM EST. Like the video for more. Be sure to follow my Twitch link in the description. I will definitely be streaming directly after this video at around 7 PM EST. So yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, stay blue.